Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the Dinosaur Mine. My name is Fabe and we're gonna have a lot of fun today. So thank you for joining me. First things first. We got an Ankylosaur who is trying to be a fish. A koi to be specific, or a coelacanth. And I don't know how that happened, guys. Like, I was streaming yesterday, and from just came out of here, and all of a sudden he was swimming in the middle of this pond. He just made it all the way out. You know, it's not that easy to get all the way up here. He's gotta know exactly where he wants to go. Let's take a look. Our other friend is down here, so there are two options. Either he swam down there, and then he climbed all the way up here, moved to the left, moved over and jumped right into it, which is, I don't know how likely that would be, since, I mean, I was actively working on the museum at the time. Like, I was going back and forth from chest, and I haven't even seen him outside of his enclosure, and all of a sudden he made it all the way there, which is kind of crazy. Or the other option is he went through here, and then came up this route, which is even harder with all the furnaces and stuff in the way, and chests. So, I don't even know. But hey, he found his way in there. And that means we really got to fence off the enclosure. Let's get him back. Let's get out our stick and show him who's boss. Hey, man. You're not allowed here. Follow me. Very subtle, please. There we go. You living creatures are not supposed to be in the museum. At least not living dinosaurs. So let's go over the bridge. Let's hope you're not too heavy for this bridge. Let's hope you're not too heavy for the safety rails here. And then we're gonna get you back in here. Don't jump, don't jump. Okay, nicely done. And good point that someone in the comments brought up is that one reason that these guys never find their way back into the caves could be that there's just too many trees here and they can't fit through. So what I might do today is get rid of some of them to allow them to move a little bit more freely. Let's leave him here. Maybe, I hope he won't fall. I hope he's smart enough for that. But maybe he can find his way in there now. I don't know if it is really the tree's fault. Maybe it is. I'm gonna thin him out a little bit, I think, today. And I'm gonna get myself trapped in here, in this hole. So that should help out. I also, during the live stream, I did a lot of stuff in the museum. We are getting close, guys. We're getting close to episode 200, and we are also getting close to the completion of the museum, which is nice, of course. But let's take a look at what I did. So first of all, you might have already seen it, is I sized up the Brachiosaur again, and I finally figured out what it is that caused re-rotation. So the game always saves the initial angle in which the skeleton is put down. And if you rotate it afterwards, it stays as long as it's loaded. But if you reload it, it doesn't save the rotation anymore. So it still always goes back to how you placed it. So this is what I learned. So he should stay the same rotation now for all times. I also added signs, Brachiosaurus altithorax. I added sign with the scientific names. And not only for this guy, but also for this side over here. And as you can see, I played a little bit around with the carpet because I kind of like the idea of having only a 2-white carpet here. It kind of fits, in my opinion. I'm not sure yet. I wanted to wait you guys' opinion. I ran out of wool here, so I might finish that off too and let you guys tell me what you think. But yeah, I got rid of the Triceratops and put it in there instead. I'm going to show you what I did with the compies that were there before. But yeah, we got Ankylosaurus magniventris. We got a Stegosaurus stenops. We got a Triceratops horridus. We got a Gallimimus bullatus, and we got a Pteranodon longiceps. And I also built our ancient marine, or I put down our ancient marine animals. We got the Leopleurodon ferox, and we got the Plesiosaur dolichoderus. I did so good until now, and now I messed up. Man, I thought I could impress you guys. That's not the end of it. I went over to the other side and we continued on. There's an uneven number. There's an odd number of marine dinosaur or marine reptiles, prehistoric marine reptiles, I should say. So we have kind of this empty spot here that I don't know what to put yet. But what we got here is a Mosasaurus hoffmanii. And my guess is that Hoffmanii is actually the name of the scientist who found them. Probably, because that's a pretty German name right there. And we got more. I got all our carnivores placed down. We got a Ceratosaurus nasicornis. We got a Spinosaur aegyptiacus. We got an Allosaurus fragilis. We got a Tyrannosaurus rex, obviously. We got a Deinonychus antiropus. And we got our Compsognathus longipes over here, which is a carnivore, as you guys pointed out correctly. And I totally messed that up. I'm really sorry. For some reason, my brain had those guys ordered as herbivores. But nonetheless, we got our carnivores here now, all the way. And for symmetry, we have, I think, how many is that? 6? 6 on this side, 6 on the other side, and 3 on the back there. And of course our Brachiosaur in the front here in the entrance hall. And this is all the skeletons we have in the Fossil Archaeology Revival mod. So I put them all down. I think since since this is only like the ground floor of the museum and we have 2 more floors to fill, what I might do is I might do other layouts of fossils and have them in like certain scenes of natures. I know that some of you suggested it in the past, and I might do that like on the upper floors or even down there yet, but I'm not sure if I want to be quite honest, to have it down here, because I don't want to focus all the attention just in one place. I want people to walk around in the museum and to explore everything. But yeah, as you can see, I was really busy, and this was not the only thing I did. I placed all these down, which took quite a long time, placed all the fences down. As I said, carpet is still a work in progress. I also went around the Ankylosaurus enclosure, placed on all the lamps, and finished off the pathway. Let's see if we can get a good look at that from all the way up here. Maybe from here? Kinda. You can overlook pretty much the whole enclosure. If we go in the corner here, you can probably see... Well, I continued it, I got rid of the big tree. I built it all the way up. You can see the lamps are in there all the way around and coming back over. This enclosure looks a lot smaller from up here, doesn't it? Anyways, and another thing I did is, bam! I finished the ceiling. So that was a pretty productive live stream. And with this ceiling finished, I can say that the structural part of the interior is completed. Like, we have it going all the way around. I really love how it looks. I came up with this idea for this little walkway up here, as you guys might remember. And I just used the same thing over here, and I think it looks really, really awesome. I love it. I love the high ceiling. We have a good view down here, of course. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. I'm really, really happy with how everything turned out. We got a lot of space to work with here. What I have planned, and I think what we're going to do today, is working on the second floor here, or the first floor if you are in Europe. I'm going to call it the second floor, I believe. I think it makes sense, right? Second floor. What I want to do is I want to set up exhibits for all the stone tablets that are in the game. And there's a lot of them. I think, if I remember correctly, about 30 even. So we got to do that. And I think I have a lot of them actually stored up in the lab still. So we can just grab them. The thing is, since we have windows all the way around, there's not really an easy way to place them on a wall where they are visible. So I might have to set up like a wall in the middle of the room and have them hanging there. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out on the fly, I suppose. But let's see how many we have. Are those all? No, those are all relic scraps, so those are not the stone tablets. 53 stone tablets. That should be enough, possibly. Okay, the problem we have, if we want to set up walls, and we would have to use full blocks, which is 1 meter. And it's really unlikely to have like 1 meter walls in the middle of a room. So either what we can do is use vertical half slabs and place the stone tablet only on one side of them. Or we are going to maybe build something more like pillars instead of walls and place them on all 4 sides. I don't know how much description they actually need. It would be cool to have like a few signs actually to them, and where they describe the stone tablets maybe a little bit. I would say we can start right here, since this is one of the main areas. You know what? I don't know. I mean, I've been a couple of times to some art galleries, and they usually have like these walls in the middle of a room, and then they have a row on the right where you can look at them on the left. I think this would look kind of cool here. Do you think? This is wide enough that we could definitely justify putting a little wall in the center, and then we can have stone tablets on one side and on the other side, and then we can have descriptions next to them. I think that's what I want to do. I guess we could pretty much do the same thing over here. This is wide enough after all. Wow, that's an awesome idea. If I do say so myself, and I do. The question is, what kind of background do we want for that? I don't really want to bring a new color in, so let's see if we kind of find a good, maybe a marble texture that we could use for that. We could try and go with like these carved marbles maybe, but they might be too busy. Let's try that out. How would that look? Would that be too busy, or would that add like a lot to it? Okay, not all the way here. But let's make those 3 high, I would say. Seems like a good compromise. I don't know, there's probably some stone tablets that are a little bit bigger. But if we walk here, it feels a little bit narrow with the wall just there. Let's place one down. Oh wow, that looks actually quite nice. I like the look of that. I think it works. I think it might work. Let me try a couple of others. I want to try this one. You know what? I could even make it like this. I think that might be a good idea. To have only, what is this? 5 by 3? No, I'm not a big fan of those because they already have depth again. Like, I think it should be a pretty flat wall if we want to hang stone tablets from it. And those have definitely tiles and show a 3D kind of texture. This is the other one I wanted to try. How does it connect? No, it does not connect. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with these carved ones. But yeah, what we could do is we could make them 5 by 3 walls and have like gaps in between. I think that would break it up really nicely. Carved marble was the one, right? Yeah. Have them like 5 by 3 and then have another one. Oh, it's only going to be a 1 wide gap in between. But hey, you can still fit through there and look at the other side. So I might go this route. And then if we really put only like 1 or maybe 2, depending on the size. You know, this makes me think I always want to make it 4 high. This is the same again, isn't it? That's the same again too. Come on, get off there. Yeah, that's gonna take a long time to recycle these all and get the right ones. That's a new one. Like this way we could spread them out nicely and probably fill the whole second floor with the stone tablets. I think it's gonna look nice. You know what? I think I'm gonna get to work on that. It's gonna take me quite a bit. Those are, oh no, they're not all the same. Look at that. They are all different. I wonder if there's like an order to it, because if there is, we could just go around and try to place them down in order. But yeah, you guys get the idea of what I want it to be. And then we can maybe even have a sign down there translating what is written there. I don't know if it's actually on the wiki. It might be the meaning of all these. So I might look that up. But later. I want to try and figure it out first for myself, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna love this. Alright, so I got some of the stone tablets down. As you can see, we got the whole story here about Anu, the king in the underworld, which I don't know. I don't want to get spoiled too much, you know? Like, I know this Anu guy is a thing. I don't know, I haven't seen him yet in any video. I haven't fought him yet. Because I kind of want it to be like a new experience for me, so I don't want to get spoiled by anything like that. But yeah, it seems to be like a statue that comes to life maybe, and then you gotta attack him. But if you attack him, he seems to teleport behind you and poke you from behind. So something around that. Then there are these two. I don't think they have any specific meaning. They are just supposed to be a spider head, and that is probably, oh, you know what it is? Ah, that is a really bad skeleton head, probably. That's a creeper head. We got a spider, and that might be an Enderman, possibly. No, that's a zombie. Look at that. Yeah, I think that's a zombie that's supposed to be a skeleton. Something like that. Yeah, the lower faces, okay, they are identifiable, but the upper ones, meh, could use some more work. On the other side, I was trying to get other ones. This is the one I got. I think I showed that already earlier, which is kind of nice looking. However, I tried it like this whole time. I made so many. I went through tens and tens and tens of different ones. Yeah, that's the small one was another one that I don't get. This one is the only other one that I can get. I know, I've seen the file. There's like at least 30 different ones. I don't know why I don't get them. Maybe the walls are not big enough. Let's see if we can find a bigger wall where we can actually try it out to get one of the 2x2s. Like, I haven't gotten a single 2x2 stone tablet for some reason, and that is a little bit frustrating. So let me get out of here. Oh, look at that zombie. He got trapped. Where did he come from? Maybe from the outside. I really gotta close this off. Sir, don't go behind these ropes. It's not allowed. It's very, very dangerous because I will come and slice you if you do. Where do we have a big wall? I'm trying to think. Usually I'm trying to not have big walls and to try to break them up with some other stuff. So that makes it harder to find one. Do we have one in the lab? I don't think so. Do we have one? I mean, we might have to build one here. Yeah, let's build one. Why not? It's not too bad. What do we have? Could use stone. Let's use stone for it. Why not? How big do we want to build it? Like, this should be big enough, right? That's surely big enough. Let's make it like 5 high. 5 high sounds good to me. That's 3. That is 4. And that is 5. You know what? We are all the way up here. Why not make it a full 6 high? Right? Let's just doop. And up there. Boop. And boop. And now, this is like a more than enough place. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Here we go. So that's how you get the 2x2s and all the others. You need a really, really big space. Can we find out how much space you need? Where do we have to click to get rid of this one? Oh, the center. Okay. How can we try this? Let's use some dirt. And let's make it... what is this? 4? The wall up there was only 3 high, so let's make it a 4 by 4 and see if we can still get it. The small one, small one, small one, small one. Okay, 2 wide. That's new. I haven't gotten these up there. I don't know where I have to put them. Okay, 4 by 4 is also good enough to get the 2 by 2s at least. I don't know if there's 3 by 3s or even bigger ones, but I think the most of them are actually 2 by 2. So I guess I gotta make the walls upstairs a little bit bigger to get all these new ones. I was a little bit desperate already. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back to work and I'm gonna try to get most of the others. I'm kind of running out of time here, so I'm not sure if I can get all of them today. But I'm gonna try and get as many as possible going for our... kind of an art gallery almost. Not really, but you know what I mean. And then we'll see if we can find some other... Which ones are the coolest? I'm really curious. I mean, there are some cool already there, but I think there's gonna be some really, really nice big ones. So, I made this wall bigger, so now it's a 5 by 4. It didn't work. Still got only the same stone tablets. But watch this. Alright, so you see that? I ran out of marble, by the way, so I gotta gather some more until next episode. Anyways, watch this. We got a 5 by 4 wall, and we got a 5 by 4 wall. Bam! 2 by 2. First try. And at the same time... You see this? Like, it looks like the stone tablets are directionally biased. What direction is this? This is east, west. Let's try if west works the same way. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That works. So it seems like east-west, all the different ones are possible. But facing north and facing south, only these ones are possible. Which is kind of crazy. That's gotta be a bug, right? I mean, it's gotta be. I can't see any reason why that would be intended. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. So... I guess I will have to have most of the bigger paintings along this axis here, which makes it a little bit weird because we have so many of the other ones. There's only a small fraction that I can place in this direction. And that means that the other wing on the other side is mostly going to be empty. But yeah, I hope they're going to fix that because that's a little concerning. Not a big fan of that. However, as I just said, I do not have enough marble to finish this off today. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let me know if they are aware of that. If you know if they are aware of that bug, and if they are working on it. I really hope they do. But then again, we haven't seen an update in a whole long while. I hope they're still working on it. Anyways, I'm gonna postpone the art gallery until next episode, and I want to do just one more thing today, and that is find out a way how we can make the Ankylosaurus enclosure escape-proof. Possibly by adding glass below the bridges. We gotta take a look at it. I'm gonna try and find the most invisible glass that I can. And hope it will work out. So, let me figure that out real quick. I think the borderless glass would be the easiest and probably best looking solution. I'm only gonna make it too high. Oh, they will be able to get out here, won't they? Let's see, what if I make it like this? That would look weird still. But hey, not weirder than what I had going here before. Shouldn't be able to jump up here now. You know, I could even go all the way and make the slabs on top. It might not look too bad. But yeah, that's what I had in mind. I did it on the other side already too. I'm gonna leave it free underwater so Squid and Nautilus can swim where they want. I don't think they can dive. If they can, then we might have to work on that some more. But I'm gonna leave it like that for now and see. We're gonna keep a close eye on them again. Let me quickly try this. It might not look bad if something like this is on there. Huh. Not bad indeed. Let's take a step back here. Let's go all the way around so we can have a good look at both of them. Well, that's not a good look at both of them. Maybe over here. Yeah, so this is without the slabs on top on the right and with the slabs on top on the left. Let me know which one you prefer. I think they are both not bad. This is basically, okay, trying, no one is gonna see this. Let's see if we can just make this safe without people gonna notice. And this is fully committing and saying, yes, we have an extra fence down there so they can't swim out. This is basically the two different options. So let me know which one you prefer. Before we end here, though, let me quickly check how our escapist is doing. Who made it? Okay, he's still up there. He didn't move a whole lot. Oh yeah, that's right. I said earlier this episode that I might want to remove some of those trees. Was that? Oh, it must have been a bat or something. Oh wow, no, it's a spider. Look at that. Yeah, he didn't move a whole lot. Probably because of the trees. I will thin them out, I think. I think it's necessary. At least here in the center, so they have a good walkway between cave and water. That might be kind of cool. But that's gonna be all for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your opinions in the comments. As always, leave a like if you did enjoy. And I hope to see you all again in the next episode of the Dinosaur Mine. Until then, have a nice day. And seriously, guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.